The Florida Gators got a late addition to the 2025 class. Four-star Javari Flowers chooses Florida over Notre Dame and Miami.
You like that?
So, as you heard in the intro, Javari Flowers out of Miami Northwestern, reclassified from the 2026 recruiting class to the 2025 class back in late January, and announced that he would be taking official visits in the month of March before settling on where he would commit, and he chose Florida over Miami and Notre Dame, who were Florida's top two competitors for his services. The Gators hosted Flowers on campus back on March 10th, which was a visit that had some staying power. Because he had seen enough and picked the Gators during the scheduled commitment ceremony on Monday evening. The Gators had been a consistent mention in Flowers' recruitment in the last few weeks, but as the decision neared, the Fighting Irish were considered Florida's biggest threat to the four-star defensive back. The Gators are dealing with some holdover injuries from their defensive backfield this past season during spring ball, so the need for more help in the secondary was something that became clear to the staff. Flowers saw how the Gators had improved as the 2024 season went on, and he also had a prior relationship with new assistant coach Darren Wilson, who, excuse me, sorry about that, who came from Arkansas after Will Harris left to go join Miami, and Florida hired him to refill that position. They picked it up towards the end. They got a young team. The future is real bright, and I like what they got going. They just got Coach D. Will, and we've been talking since he was at Arkansas. He's a pretty great coach. Getting a chance to see the field early in his career is something Flowers viewed as important when making a decision. That is something the Gators have been able to show him during their time courting him. I'm looking to play early, Flowers said. I want to come in, put in the work, stay humble, work hard, and do my job. Getting developed by the best coaches that I feel I can play for. Them. So with that, by him doing what he did and choosing Florida's class now rises up to number 7 in the 2025 recruitment class per CBS's 247 Sports site. They jump from 10 to 9 to 7, jumping Texas A&M, and that's a pretty good. So what was Billy Napier's best recruiting class, in my opinion, turns out to be even better. Now people are going to look at his position rankings and say that he's the 41st cornerback in the 2025 class, so it doesn't sound that good. But if you look at him in the 2026, he was probably ranked a little bit higher than that for him to be that low for this past class. And it's a good pickup for the Gators. They have some injuries and they need a little depth at the cornerback position, so it's gonna bolster an already talented defensive back room. Below I have one of the articles written about Flowers right here. Below is a 247 Sports player evaluation for Flowers. Aggressive cover corner that can emerge as a real difference maker in the slot with his physicality and twitch. He has measured under 5'11", but makes up for the lack of length with his foot speed and thicker core. Does a favorable job of anticipating routes and fighting for positioning as he battles with his hands and mirrors his hips. Active eyes constantly put him in position to make plays as he finds a way to get to the catch point. Solid as an open field tackler at the stage as he will get more ball carries on the ground. Not afraid to lower the shoulder pad and pop someone either. Will arrive at the college of his choice a semester early after electing to forego his senior season, but still projects as a multi-year starter at the Power 4 level as he has what it takes to stick with tough assignments. Should offer plenty of value on special teams and could get a look as a return man right away after finding the end zone multiple times throughout prep career. Track profile: he was a Florida 3A champion in the 100-meter dash as a sophomore, likely to be very attractive to Sunday evaluators one day, meaning the NFL, obviously. So there's the coverage regarding Javari Flowers. Welcome to the Gators. And it's another talented defensive back added to this pretty good recruiting class that Billy Napier and the staff put together. And this time you get to steal him from 2026 and add him to the roster now. So if needed, you can see him on the field right away. So